So I realized that the bangs are giving like Beatles. I'm gonna cut them. I just haven't had time. It is giving very like Paul McCartney. I'll find a picture. It's all I can think about right now. But hi, I wanted to talk to you about the books that I read in the month of February. Yes, it is March 14th. Yes, I should have done this 2 weeks ago. Life has been kind of crazy, but I still wanted to get this video out because I read some bangers this month and I thought you would enjoy some of them. So here we go. I read 8 books this month, starting with Pearls and Potions by Nancy Warren. Yes, this is another Vampire Knitting Club book. I don't know what it is about it. I think I really like to put the audiobooks on while I'm knitting. Something about it gets me in the mood, probably because it takes place in a knitting shop. The plot is really starting to develop with the romance. For a while, I thought that our girly was gonna end up with like the cop, the detective inspector. Spoiler warning. I mean, you're not, I guess, whatever. Sorry if you didn't know that. But she's not gonna, it looks like she's not gonna end up with the detective inspector in the end, which, thank God. So that is still chugging along and doing very well. Next, I read Noor by Nady Okafor. This was an Afrofuturistic sci-fi novel that was so good. It just screams like fuck capitalism, fuck big data, fuck like big businesses. Super cool, and she really does such an incredible job of creating like a world that you like feels very visceral when you're in it. So highly recommend everything by her I've read has been excellent. Next, I read Fair Island Fortunes by Nancy Warren. Yes, it's another Vampire Knitting Club book. I was knitting a lot this month, and I think that's why I was just like in the zone. So again, read this series, it's very good. Next, this one is particularly exciting. I read Where Am I Now? The True Stories of Girlhood and Accidental Fame by Mara Wilson. This is a collection of essays by the woman who played Matilda in the movie, and about how she's like spent her life kind of struggling to be more than just the actor who played Matilda in the public eye. Also had some really like moving essays about OCD, and as like a writer, she really like articulates things about writing well, which I always appreciate. For instance, this line, you know, I love a good quote. Anyone who doesn't think fiction is as revealing as nonfiction is wrong. It's more revealing because the revelation is done unintentionally, which I think is so true, and I love that about like writing fiction. So next, I was doing a lot of like childhood rereads this month. So I read Miss Frisbee and the Rats of Nim by Robert O'Brien. Y'all remember this movie? I can't remember if I watched the movie first or read the book first, but this was my favorite movie when I was a kid. I mean, objectively traumatizing. Here's some screenshots. I was like 5 years old watching this, and I was like, this is my favorite film. This is the peak of cinema. I think it makes a lot of sense why I am who I am today based on that. But I read the book again, very good. Really holds up. Next, I read The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. This is another childhood fave and a top tier read. I don't know if you guys read the series when you were younger, but I never got past the first book. I didn't realize that it was like a full series until later. And also they made a like TV series adaptation, so gonna be watching that. I remember reading this when I was a kid and having it really be like a thing where it was like, it's cool to be smart, it's cool to like care about things and like love learning, which I don't know, it's like not a message you get a lot in media, like specifically aimed at kids, I feel like, or at least I didn't growing up. So this book was like very important to me, and rereading it was cool. Next, I read The Street of Crocodiles and Other Stories by Bruno Schultz. This was the most beautiful nightmare of a book, and now I have to learn Polish so that I can read it in its original language. And finally, I read Neurotribes, The Legacy of Autism and the Future of Neurodiversity by Steve Silverman. This was fascinating. It was pretty comprehensive, question mark. I mean, I'm not particularly well educated on the topic of neurodiversity. I'm trying to learn more, hence why I read the book. But it felt pretty extensive in terms of history, at least in terms of like 20th century autism and beyond. So if you have any interest in that, highly recommend. So that was rapid fire. Hope you got some good recs out of that. I hope you guys are all doing really well. I hope you're staying safe. I hope that everyone's okay. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.